This is Learn the Burner. I'm Garrett.
And this is Neville.
And we're talking about Star Wars Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back, Part 2. Anywho. Yeah, the cave. The cave in the Rey movie was weird. This cave, I don't even remember, to be honest.
She's like, who's my daddy?
And it was her. It was just a bunch of hers mirrored.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't understand.
She's her own daddy. No, there's nobody. They're filthy.
Whoa. What if she's a
junk
clone?
traders.
What if she's a clone that was cloned from the ugly lightning dude, and that's what that means?
Wouldn't she be a man?
I mean, a modified clone. A modified clone. Okay. You know what I mean.
Yes.
Modified to
Take
be
that
a
Y chromosome. Throw it out.
Yeah. Switch that up.
Put another X in there.
A better looking clone by a long shot.
Better looking.
Oh, yeah. Better looking than Palpatine for sure.
Ian's a beautiful man. Take that back.
Who? I'm talking about Palpatine.
Yeah. So, you seen young Palp?
No.
Oh, hey. We never talked about there was an original Palpatine that was like, looked like a monster in A New Hope.
Okay.
And then they changed his face to be the prequel emperor.
I typed in Ian McDermott.
Yes.
Young? Okay. He was once a handsome young man. Yes.
Yes. And if his Force Ghost is going to be that guy.
Okay, wait a minute. He looks normal. Okay, his character had Palpatine. Okay, yeah. He does not look like Palpatine. I mean, he does. I'm talking about the ugly Palpatine. That's like fake
melted
plastic on his face or whatever.
Melted Palpatine.
Yeah. Okay, so you're saying, yeah, I recall you telling me about the Disney updates or the George Lucas updates, whatever. So there was once a
type in original emperor.
Original Emperor. I just typed in original Emperor and Star Wars came up. What the? He looks like a cyborg with a huge eyeball. And he's like...
2 huge eyeballs. Puffy eyeball, man.
Yeah, wait a minute. So originally, the Emperor
4
looked
versions.
Like this?
Check it out. Yeah, just like how Jabba the Hutt used to be a man in a fur coat.
You got the 2006 bonus DVD, TN1's Renegade something. And then 2011 is when they updated it to the other guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That's so crazy. So the Emperor was like a totally different looking dude.
It was actually played by a woman.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a total prosthetic face, just like Hunchback of Notre Dame looking thing.
Yeah, basically all lips, dude. Like those eyeballs, like oh no, they're like
yeah,
the goggles with like the shark eyes, you know?
Yeah,
like the holographic eyes, like the glasses, the cat eyes, the holographic eyes that blink or whatever. Like look like that.
Oh man! Wow. Yeah, he looks really bad there.
Yeah, 11 seconds into that video.
Wow,
it's like pretty unbelievable.
That's pretty cool that they went back and changed it. I mean, this seems like I've never seen a movie that could go back and change so much stuff like that.
Cash is king. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
That's how the holiday special is like a fucking like they just added it to Disney Plus. They're like middle finger to George Lucas, spent his like entire fucking life trying to bury the holiday special. And they're like, there's a high demand for this fucking
holiday
meme.
special.
It's just a straight up meme.
Oh god! Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I like the new Palpatine better, I guess.
Oh yeah, old Rubberneck McGee over here.
Okay, so he left off.
The original one was mysterious. You know, you're like, oh my god, what is the Emperor? You know, is he like a monster of the Force? Like he looks
Yeah, it looks like a total just deformed, like, I don't know.
Monster. Do it.
Okay, so we left off. Yoda was training Luke. Han was going to see Jabba Fett. No, Jabba the Hutt. Jabba the Hutt. What else was going on? And it looks like Darth Vader is sending out some bounty hunters to go get Han. And that's where he left off.
Yeah, you got Luke's storyline where he meets Crazy Yoda and then turns into Master Yoda. in the drop of a hat. And then you got the second storyline going parallel, like with the asteroid field, and then the Star Destroyer gets destroyed trying to trace the Falcon, and then you have Darth Vader getting pissed off that the Falcon juked him. He hid behind the tower. But the thing is, I don't know if we even covered this yet. He hid behind the tower, and he's like, "I'm gonna wait. Look, they're breaking up. They're trying to find us. They think we went into hyperspace, so they're gonna go block off the hyperlanes or whatever." You're like, well, if they follow Imperial protocol, they'll dump their trash before they go to hyperspace, and we'll drift out with the trash. So realize that they just had the bounty hunter meeting on the Super Star Destroyer, but Han hid on a regular Star Destroyer, and he's going to drift out with the trash. So he's like, all right, go find the Millennium Falcon. And then I'm pretty sure Boba Fett is like hiding in the trash too. Like he ends up like getting on their tail.
Really?
Pretty positive that's
so
what's going on.
Boba Fett like was the only one who figured out that Han was actually right there.
Yeah, that's why you're like, oh my god, Boba Fett, the legendary bounty hunter who 3,000 dimension chess. Like this dude is like trans-dimensional. How does he fucking even imagine this shit? He was like, I used to do this trick back home. My T16 in the dumpster pile.
Womp rat.
Yeah.
Womp rat, yada yada.
Yeah, I'm like, I used to pretend my T16 was garbage back home. A Camino.
Oh man. All right, days later,
trick in the book.
Days later, while training, Luke becomes distracted when he finds that his X-Wing fighter has almost completely submerged into the swamp. Luke declares he will never. But
I was about to say, like, I'm never going to get out of here. I mean,
that's exactly, yeah. That's what he says.
I know.
Luke declares he will never be able to get the ship, seeing that it is too big for him to extract from the water. So he's like, I'm
use the Force, Luke. Yeah.
Yoda says, it is no different, only different in your mind. Luke says he'll try to lift the ship, but Yoda says no. Do or do not. There is no try. Whoa.
That's the thing. He said the thing.
Whoa.
Do or do not. There is no try, sir.
That I don't know what to make of that sentence, though. Because
don't try, do.
Whenever you do, you are trying to do.
Yeah, stop saying, I'm trying, do.
Oh, okay. I like that.
That's literally what he's saying. He's like, do or do not. There is no try.
Luke tries
Either
to.
you're doing it,
I'm gonna
or you're
keep
not
that.
doing it.
I'm gonna keep
There's
that.
not try.
I'm gonna use that.
I know, a PE teacher told me that once. I was like, fuck you, bitch. I'm like, I'm trying. He's like,
do or do not. There is no try.
I'm like, I'll fucking like, fucking dick. Yeah.
Luke tries to use the Force, but to no avail. Yoda that size matters not, and gives him wisdom about the Force. Size matters not.
Yes. Yes. This is the thing, Luke was giving up on himself, and like this is part of the character development. This is why he became the optimistic guy he is, because Yoda showed him like, yo.
Yeah, Luke denies
There's
all
always an option.
So Luke's like denying everything. Then Yoda decides to use the Force to lift the ship out himself. Luke is dumbfounded and incredulous. Yoda senses the youngster's failures within his mind.
Picks it up like a crane, dude, like fucking perfectly. You know, like clearance on all sides, blah blah blah. I'm like, Yoda has a certification.
Yeah, he definitely got certified in
pick up X-wings out of water salvage
using
recovery.
the Force.
And yeah, you gotta use what you gotta use.
When the fleet disperses to search for the Falcon, the rebels wait for the ship to do its standard dump of refuse. Before jumping. Then detach to float away with it. So they call it a dump of refuse. That's weird.
Refuse. Yeah, it's fucking like trash.
Oh. It's people just dumping space trash everywhere.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. They're like, we got to plot out these very detailed hyperspace lanes. If we hit anything, we're going to be shredded into pieces. And they're like, all right, dump out all the cans and shit. Like, right here in the fucking middle of the hyperspace lane. Fuck it. We're never coming back.
We just had a meeting about space trash, and now these people are leaving space trash everywhere.
They're like, we came out of hyperspace in front of a bunch of 2x4s. I could have
a bunch of 2x4s.
That could have ripped this entire spaceship into 16,000 pieces and then shotgun blast into the other Star Destroyers behind us. You don't want that to
It's the
happen.
huge pileup.
Exactly. You don't want a hyperspace pileup.
The Falcon's hyperdrive
My
needs
God.
repairs, so Han decides to make their way to Cloud City, a gas mining colony run by his old friend Lando Calrissian. Lando.
Yeah, he's like Lando system. He's like, no, it's a person. Like, do you trust
Lando.
him? No.
Lando is a cool character. He was probably the most grounded in reality character that I remember from the first three movies. Because you have like Han,
Yeah.
who's like a is selfish kind of hood rat type person or something. And then you got Leia, who's like a princess, and it's just not real. And then Luke is close. Luke is very close. He's learning. He's young. He doesn't know anything. Whatever. But then Lando is like super cool.
But he's practically like heir to royalty. He's like the Jedi heir to the throne.
Yeah.
Luke.
Unfortunately,
The
bounty
child.
hunter Boba Fett had deduced the Falcon's escape method and had his ship jettisoned with the waste to stealthily follow the fugitives. So somehow Boba Fett realized all this, figured it out. Dude, that's pretty impressive.
Boba Fett's on it. He knows.
Meanwhile,
he was probably still up on the bridge and they lost him. He's like, you fucking dumbasses, and like sprint down to his ship.
And all the other assassins are like flying off into space, going to whatever planet they think he's on.
Exactly. Like, Tatooine, it's got to be on Tatooine, right?
Yeah.
He's going to turn himself into Jabba. That's the last thing I know. At least you'll all at Jabba's palace. Every one of y'all.
Oh, man. And then just Boba Fett just looks out the window and sees the Falcon sitting there like, yep, there it is.
No, straight off, dude. Like, you could see, like, in one of the scenes, like, they show out the window and there's, like, a fuck ton of windows, like, on the Star Destroyer. And they're like, oh, I don't think this is a great idea. And Chewbacca's like, ah! Like, settle down. We got this. So, like, he was on the bridge. Oh, no, whatever. He was on the bridge of the Super Star Destroyer, so he probably did a flyby. I thought about that. I'm like, why aren't there fighters? Where are the fighters at?
Yeah. Well, they didn't think Han was nearby.
Well, he came out of the damn asteroid.
Oh, right. Okay, so he was nearby, then they just lost him and were like, okay, well, he's gone now.
I think, didn't they fight some TIE fighters coming out of the asteroid field? But it was like a few of them. I was like, how many fighters can launch from a Star Destroyer at any given time?
Probably thousands. I don't know.
Thousands?
Okay. Probably maybe 200 max. Probably 100 on the left side and 100 on the right side.
Remember Mandalorian, they all have to launch out of a tube like Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, yeah. That's very weird. Get in the tube. Get in the t-shirt cannon.
Yeah. Yeah. Get in the TIE fighter tube. Exactly.
Oh, man. If one thing goes wrong, everybody's dead. Everybody in the tube's gone.
There's a banana on the
tube. Somebody let the banana on the tube.
There's a banana peel on the tube. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, that's funny. Okay. The next day, Yoda reminds Luke of the things the young Jedi will see in his mind. The future, the past, and of friends he recognizes. Luke loses concentration again and has a vision of his friends in danger. So, okay.
Only feel.
Wait, is that a vision he's having, or is that like a premonition? Or sorry, is that currently really happening?
The past?
No, his friends being in danger.
Present and future. Past, present, and future, just like you just read. You can see all three, and he's like, they're in danger now. And Yoda says, past, present, and future is what you'll see. Blah, blah, blah.
But
only feelings you can see. So he assumes either they're in danger now or they will be in danger.
Okay. Oh, well, Luke assumes that they're currently in danger. He wants to leave Dagobah to rescue them, but Yoda reminds him that if he leaves now, everything his friends fought and suffered for will be destroyed. What does that mean?
One more time.
Okay, so he wants to leave Dagobah to rescue them, but Yoda reminds him that if he leaves now, everything his friends fought and suffered for will be destroyed. So, like, what exactly will be destroyed?
I guess they're trying to keep Luke away from Darth Vader.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, maybe. Oh, I know what it is. Okay, so what they're fighting for is the rebels to win the war, But if Luke goes and fights Darth Vader prematurely before he's ready, then Darth Vader will turn him to the dark side, which will then cause the rebels to lose the war. That's what that means.
Of course. Of course.
Okay.
I knew that. I was just testing you.
I just had to think about it for a minute. Okay. The City in the Clouds. The quote is, "I know," by Han. Okay.
What? Yeah, I got you.
Like every paragraph they give a quote, and the quote is just "I know" from Han. That's when Leia's like, "I love you," and he's like, "I know."
Yeah, that music kicking in. The fucking trumpets, dude. Oh man,
the score is great,
dude. Oh my god, John Williams, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, very good.
You did it again. Oh, it was like a improvised thing, so like they had to do that like 1,000 times. Like, I love you too. This doesn't feel right, George.
Was it?
Yeah, that was an improvised line.
I know. Like, okay,
let me try this, George. Okay, try it out. Just see how it is. So it definitely suited the character a little better than. I love you too. Definitely. Yeah. Hands down, rocks the ass off of I love you too.
Yeah, it's got that like douchiness, and then it's got the cool factor.
Oh, condescending as fuck.
It's very Han.
Like, shut up. Han. Yeah, where the response would be like, shut the hell up, Han. Like it should have been like, fucking you asshole. I'm confessing my love for you.
He's like, I know.
Yeah.
Get in line.
Duh. Yeah, but it's like it's a total like high school move, like negging her. You're like, that's why I'm treating you like shit. Because I know you can't resist me. Oh, I want to see you crawl back to me. Like but she does. She absolutely does. She saves him. The most empowering female move.
Oh man. We'll talk about that. Yeah. Okay. Upon arrival at Cloud City, Han's party is welcomed by an old friend of his who goes by the name of Lando Calrissian. However, there are numerous elements that make the rebels suspicious.
How you doing, you old pirate? Yeah. So it's a good little reaction. Like there's a lot of changes where I don't know. Actually, this looked like a kind of an older cut.
What do you mean?
Because there was some things.
Okay.
I didn't take any notes, but I forgot. There was something that I knew was changed in an edition, but was like changed back to like the 90s edition. So like, I'm not exactly sure what cut is on Disney Plus right now.
Well, what's the difference? Because I just watched it.
I can't remember, but I'm thinking of like they show these like they basically show the fighters outside the window. It's like these weird fighters, but then like they zoom over the whole city and like show like the outside, and it's all like CG, like like 90s CG.
Oh, I mean, have they updated again since then?
No, that example is something I can't remember. It was something else.
Okay. Well, I'm sure whatever the one Disney Plus has is the newest version.
Yeah, well, someday.
Okay. So they're all suspicious, the least because they see C-3PO being found deactivated, dismembered, and almost recycled. So that's a little weird. That evening, Luke and R2-D2 prepare themselves to leave Dagobah, but are warned by both Yoda and the spirit form of Kenobi not to end the training so soon for a fight Luke is not ready for. Okay.
He is Darth Vader and he chokes people.
Yeah, and Luke can barely use the Force.
He pulled the lightsaber out of the snow.
He did that, yeah.
So, what else do you want?
Maybe lift the X-Wing out of the water?
He budged it a little bit, like push a bus while it's still got like the parking brake on.
Man, he needs to work. He needs to work on that a little bit. Ben declares that should Luke decide to face Vader, he will have to face him alone without interference. Okay. Luke understands this.
Oh my God. What? Are you kidding me? They're trying to explain why Ben Kenobi doesn't come in and force lightning Vader to death. He's like, I have to teach you a lesson. Like,
well, why doesn't he?
Like, sacred Jedi texts.
It's literally.
I don't know why.
It's just because of that.
Huh? I don't know. They should. Yeah, Qui-Gon Jinn should be like zapping the Emperor like in his sleep, or Obi-Wan or any one of them.
Well,
Yoda
Wait.
dies. He should have instantly teleported to the
I
Emperor.
thought only the Palpatines could do
exploded the Death Star.
Force lightning.
Yoda does Force lightning
No, he summons lightning.
to the sacred Jedi texts. He summons lightning.
He didn't zap it out of his
through
fingers. He
nature,
made
okay.
lightning zap from the sky.
Oh, he could have teleported to the core of the Death Star and like turned a valve or something with the Force. You know, like overload, like blow that motherfucker
Okay,
up from
what
like
you-
the absolute
Wow.
inside.
What you just said has
of
just
the Death
blown my
Star's
mind
core.
because you're absolutely right. They could have just done so much stuff. Like Yoda could just force like himself to a Death Star and then just
Inside the mind of the Emperor and just like fucking force
dude,
push
or just
out,
in the
you know,
cockpit
like
and then just turn the steering wheel to the nearest planet. Like
autopilot to
like,
the sun,
literally,
you know. Oh
at the very
my
least, could have done
god,
that.
yeah.
I've never even thought about that.
We're falling into Jupiter's
I've never thought about
spot.
that. Because Yoda just all of a
Jesus.
sudden destroys all the sacred text. Okay, so that's like something tangible. So like
For no
Yoda
reason
could have
whatsoever.
teleported next to Snoke, sitting there, and then boom,
Turn the lightsaber on
any
like
moment.
anytime. could have unscrewed the fucking ceiling panel and
Yoda
just like
could
had it
have went
fall
to
on him.
Luke when he was about to kill Kylo Ren and been like, "Hold up, don't kill this kid. Hold up, 1 second."
I can see the past, present, and future, and can tell this guy's going to be pissed.
Yeah, like
don't. Please
oh,
don't.
Man.
Like
Yoda, I've never thought about that.
Luke acts like Yoda's like, yeah, that's kind of why everyone's pissed off about Yoda fucking summoning lightning. Like, what the? Why are you changing the rules?
Big change. That I didn't even realize the ramifications of that until just this very moment. Because
Doug, you want to talk about? Yeah, I know. It's fucking unbelievable.
Because Yoda could have done so much to any of the dead Jedi that are.
Yeah, they're just sitting back laughing like a cruel god from on high. Like, I'm teaching you a lesson. Like, people are dying, Yoda, every day. Planets are being destroyed.
Oh, man.
Like, Yoda should be like an omnipotent being, like destroying any dark side throughout the galaxy. You know, he should be purging the dark
just
side from the
hijacking
galaxy.
a super star destroyer and then like shooting another star destroyer with it, just constantly teleporting the entire star destroyer.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, exactly. I'm like, do not park two star destroyers next to each other. We've had this happened 6
There's
times.
a little green goblin running around.
Yeah, fucking ghost
Hijacking
goblin.
the ships.
Dude,
Oh, I did not even realize that. Oh, wow.
Well, you want to talk about ramifications? Let's talk about the holdover maneuver.
Okay, what is that?
Do you know how quickly this movie would be over instantly if, like, I thought about it. I'm like, oh my god, look at how. I'm like, okay, granted it was a giant ship versus a huge giant ship, but purple-haired, ball gown dress general from The Last Jedi,
Okay.
she sacrificed herself nobly.
Okay.
By ramming her ship with hyperdrive activated into the giant supremacy.
Oh, yeah,
ship.
yeah. What about it?
Do you think one person would fucking bite the bullet and fucking do that shit?
Oh,
you
like
know,
in real
like,
life? Would someone actually do
save
that?
a planet? Yeah, like this is something I've thought about for like ever. Like turning on a lightsaber and stabbing somebody. This is stuff that I thought about when I was 10. You know, I'm like, I guess I'll give him credit for like acknowledging the 10-year-old in me. But oh my lord, ramming a hyperspace ship. Why doesn't every ship that's like, we have 10% shields, you know, like, all right, everybody evacuate. Like fucking take out like the Death Star instantly.
Yeah.
You know? Like the first person to lose 20% shields, you gotta fucking evacuate. You know, we'll scoop everybody up. We'll scoop you all up. Don't worry.
Just
like we'll just pull draw straws, you know? Draw straws. I'm like, we'll give your family so much money.
Dude, I mean really,
you know, like there's gotta be terminal illnesses in this galaxy.
I mean, at that point, you could just evacuate and set the ship to auto ram in like 10 minutes and just get out of there.
I'm sure there's a clever. Oh my god, yeah, that's on like hyperspace bombs, like a hyperspace torpedo or something like.
Dude,
so like,
well, that's kind of what the Star Destroyer beam is, isn't it? It's just a big beam of like light going light speed.
It goes pretty fucking slow, but it's just energy. It's basically lightsaber energy.
Oh, so it's like plasma or something. Do they
yeah.
give like?
Uses kyber
Do they
crystals.
actually use science mumbo jumbo to explain what it is?
Yeah, kyber
That's the
crystals.
lightsaber power.
Crystals. Yeah.
Okay, so they literally it's just a giant lightsaber that's like, bing.
Yeah. They're like they use the power of the force just like a fucking like a Super Saiyan cannon or some shit. You know, like next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
man.
Okay.
The Death Star's over 9,000.
That evening, Luke and R2D2. Oh my god! Sorry, there's an ad that's popping up in my way.
How unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. Luke and R2D2 prepare themselves to leave Dagobah. Oh, we've already read the. Luke understands this, and his ship takes off for Dagobah. Yoda is disappointed, declaring Luke is reckless. Ben tells Yoda, that boy is our last hope. However, Yoda answers back, no, there is another. Oh, and now you're talking about Leia.
You're not supposed to know that.
We don't know that until when? Like, when do we even know that?
When in the next movie when Yoda dies, and he's like, there is another Skywalker.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, Mom, what did he just say? And she's like, there's just another Skywalker.
Skywalker. Wait, what?
I'm like, still don't know what the
That's
fuck's
pretty
going
cool.
on. But yeah, he says it. There is another Skywalker.
Wow.
I'm like, he says it. He says the
We'll
words.
get there. A day later, Han and company find themselves betrayed by a Calrissian who was approached by the Empire just before the rebels arrived and threatened him and the city unless he cooperated. Okay. So at this point, you can't really blame Han's friend, you know?
Yeah, they're on a floating city. They're like, we can shoot the bottom one time and you're fucking.
He like shows him a picture of like a bunch of rocks, and he's like, "This is a planet." What was that planet?
This Yavin 11.
The other one, Dantooine.
Alderaan.
Never mind. Dantooine.
Alderaan.
The one they blew up, Dantooine.
No, Dantooine is the fucking fake ass planet that says Jedi Academy on the video game.
No, Leia told.
Yes, I'm telling you, it's Alderaan. It's a double A Alderaan, bro.
Leia told Vader in Episode 4, like, where are the rebels hiding? And she was like, Dantooine. And then he was like, okay.
Yeah.
And they blew up
and
Dantooine.
Then he's like, that planet is. They were in front of Alderaan, her home planet. He was like, I'll blow this planet up if you don't say where it is. And she's like, Dantooine. He's like, all right. Oh, we're going to still blow your fucking planet up just to fucking piss you off. She's like, stop. And then they blew up her planet, dude.
Oh, okay.
Don't be that guy.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
I looked it up.
Fucking telling
and
you.
It's definitely Dantooine, and we could just move on.
You fucking.
Yep,
You're wrong, sir.
She said Dantooine, but they're in front of Alderaan. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then he was like, everybody knows Alderaan.
Because I thought they were just gonna just destroy the whole planet wherever the rebel base was.
Yeah, they did all of that.
Wait, did they destroy Dantooine?
They're destroying Dantooine, or they're destroying fucking Alderaan, Yavin 4, and all the. It's actually they didn't finish blowing up Yavin 4, but I'm sure they glassed it.
They became the captives of Darth Vader, who proceeds to torture Han and Leia to create a disturbance in the Force for Luke to detect. Oh wow!
Do you even remember this part?
Yeah, they get betrayed by Han's friend, and then they like capture them in like a big circle room, and Boba Fett's there, and Leia has handcuffs, and Han has handcuffs, and Chewie does not have handcuffs, or he had something different, I think. And they're like,
Han shoots, and Darth Vader blocks it with his fist.
Yeah,
like he basically
holds
his hand up. He's like, Pachoo!
Yeah, and he was like, it's okay, or something.
But the circle room where they're interrogating
the middle
Han,
is the carbonite pit.
No, I'm thinking about before. You're jumping ahead 10, 15 minutes.
I'm thinking of the carbonite pit room.
Well, they fucking lower him down onto a table. They're like torturing him like on like a torture table with like a bunch of bullshit on it. And he's like, it's like a hot, it's like a hot element, and then like a needle and a bunch of like fucking buzzing stuff. So it's like basically like burning, electric, and fucking like some sort of chemical. They're like hitting him with a triple threat. And he's like, you know, like hear him like getting tortured to the outside. And he's like missing a bunch of memes here, man. You're like Darth Vader and Lando getting back and forth. Like, this was not part of the deal. And I was like, get ready to fucking freeze Han Solo. He's gonna go with the bounty hunter. He's like, you said you were gonna leave him in my custody. I'm like, pray I do not alter the deal any further.
Oh, you know? Yeah. Like, that's when Darth Vader was leaving on his ship. They were outside.
Yeah, kind of. So. Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
But they get Han Solo out of there and like drag him in front of put him in the holding cell with Leia, and he's like or something. I think he was like she was being interrogated somewhere else, and they like got put in the same room. So like fawning over him, like basically trying to like help him. I remember he was like, they didn't even ask me any questions. They're just fucking torturing him, but Darth Vader knew like the Force doesn't work through talking. You know, it works through feelings. The whole thing is a fucking lure, a trap. So they're trying to mentally distress Luke and or
So
fucking
did that
Leia
even
and
work?
Han.
In that
Well, fucking Luke was like, "Oh, my friends are in danger. I gotta stop
that's
fighting."
okay.
So like the trap, he's putting the fucking cheese in the mousetrap.
Okay, so what he was sensing was actually in the future.
Well, maybe even the present. I don't know. This is wishy-washy.
Oh, okay, they're just time jumping. It could be
right here.
at the same moment.
It could be days, weeks. I don't know how fast his X-wing travels. I don't know how long they're being tortured, but he's sensing them being. He senses Han being tortured, and he's like, "I need to get down there."
Okay. Meanwhile,
So,
Chewbacca makes an attempt to rebuild
and C-3PO is getting put together by
rebuild
Chewbacca.
C-3PO, only to
Good this
accidentally
time.
put the ladder's head on backwards.
The ladders, the who?
This sentence is so dumb. It said the ladders, like as in C-3PO, like ladder informer. You could just say to put his head on backwards.
The ladder. Okay, what are you trying to get a B plus or something?
What are you talking about? That's an A. You put the ladder in there, dude. A.
Change some synonyms around.
So this part was pretty funny. His head was on backwards, and he was like, "Holy moly!" Or what did he say? He was like, "Something ain't right," or he was saying funny stuff.
Yeah. Well, he ended up like strapping all his legs and stuff,
wearing him like a backpack,
like turning C-3PO into a backpack. Yeah. With his head like a little papoose. I was like, oh, commentating the whole time. So he's like really wanting to be put back together. Like, so see, R2, stop fixing the ship. You know, like basically like prepping for that golden shithead moment.
After being tortured, the rebels are informed by Lando that Leia, Chewbacca, and C-3PO would be confined to Cloud City, and Han would be given to Boba Fett. Leia believes Vader wants them all dead, but Lando tells her and the rebels otherwise, and that he is after someone called Skywalker. Oh,
yeah.
So the rebels
So they talk about this like, oh wait, they didn't talk about the carbonite yet, did they?
No, that's coming up, I think.
Let me give some backstory here. Well, what the hell is going on here?
Well, there's still a few things left before we get to carbonite.
All right. Well, this is a Tabana gas mining facility on a.
Oh, wait! So they're mining gas from a planet like Jupiter? Whoa, that's pretty cool.
And before they retconned it, Tabana gas was supposed to be like hyperspace fuel.
That's pretty cool.
But then they turned hyperspace fuel into something like crystal meth that you had to like distill down to a pure substance. Like, all right, guys, chill out. You know, like.
Wait, when did they do that?
But in Solo, they made a freaking hyperspace fuel, and then they also in The Last Jedi, they're like, we're running out of hyperspace fuel. We can't jump anymore. It's limited supplies, you know, like never really even talked about like fuel ever. 6 movies gone by, and then they decided to be like, we're being chased and we're gonna run out of fuel and be exploded in space with curving space bullets that are arcing like mortars, you know. So then they decided in Solo to make it like a rare commodity that they have to like they could sell in the black market for large amounts of money.
So originally the fuel was this gas like from the gas giant, but then they changed it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Don't hold my head under guillotine for it, but I'm definitely willing to bet that this was like the gasoline of their day.
That explains the shape of it. The Cloud City is like a it looks like
dome.
It's not really. It is a dome, but then there's a rod that connects the bottom of it, and it just goes straight down. So like that must be a tube that sucks up gas.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like a repulsor field. I don't know.
Like it looks like a chicken baster.
I'm not an engineer.
It's like a big dome city, and then there's like a tube that just goes straight down into the clouds.
Yeah, they're like siphoning off the good stuff, and
that's very cool.
Bad. Well, before we switch subjects, they kind of turn hyperspace fuel into like spice.
Oh, really?
Like where they're like it's like a super rare commodity.
The rebels immediately realize that Vader wants Luke and has to set a trap for him, using them as bait. After Lando announces that Luke was on his way, Han attacks his friend, only to be restrained by Calrissian security detail. Okay. That afternoon, Vader encounters a carbon freezing chamber intended to freeze Luke Skywalker once he arrives. So here's the carbon freezing thing.
Yeah, this is, I guess, supposed to be used for freezing Tabana gas. It's like mining equipment, and the fact that they would use it on Luke Skywalker is like, he's a Jedi, he could probably survive.
Yeah.
You know, they were like, we're gonna test it on Han Solo, and fucking Boba Fett's like, whoa, that's my
I thought Boba Fett wanted to do it.
If he dies, I get nothing. No, he's like, I'll take him alive. Are you kidding me? He's like, the bounty is for him to be alive. You know, it's not like Jabba the Hutt needs a nice wall piece. It just happened to be what he brought in. He's like, oh, he happened to be in this decorative piece of art. What do you want? You want me to defrost him? He's like, no. Put him in the basement. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
his vital signs. Make sure Han's still alive.
Yeah, they read the little side panel thing.
They're like, his heart's still in there. He's completely frozen. You know, so like actually frozen, I assume.
Han and company enter the chamber for the experiment. So they're totally just experimenting for.
Yeah, that's why, like, in The Mandalorian, it's a little ridiculous.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking. The Mandalorian does it like every time.
Yeah, it's like, this guy's just talking a little too much. You know, like, he has a little square.
He has like a closet
coffin that he fucking pushes people in.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like supposed to be this large industrial fucking piece of machinery, you know? Like, you see it, like, he's lowered into it, you know?
Yeah.
So, like,
that's funny.
The Mandalorian completely like bastardized like the concept of that, but they did it in a kind of tongue-in-cheek, silly way. So I'm like, good for them.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is not as simple as the Mandalorian says it is.
No, it absolutely isn't. No, not at all. Not even a little bit. You see it. It's a large room. It's a room-sized piece of machinery. You know.
Okay.
But it just happens to stamp out a square piece of carbonite.
Yeah, like what is it even for? Is it for people?
No, it's for gas. I'm pretty sure it's for Tabana gas.
Oh,
because that's the mine that it is.
Huh. At first, Chewbacca resists the stormtroopers, but Han restrains him, saving his strength for another time. Han says goodbye to Leia with a passionate kiss before he is escalated into the carbon freezing chamber.
That violin. Oh,
yeah.
The score. Oh,
I love you.
Oh, I know. Oh my God, sir.
Oh man,
beautiful.
That's funny.
John Williams, you've done it again.
When he is successfully entombed in carbonite in a state of suspended animation, Vader hands over Han to bounty hunter Boba Fett for transportation to Tatooine to receive his bounty from Jabba.
Well, they lower him into his upside down ship, and I don't know. He travels off to Tatooine.
Yeah.
Tatooine.
One of the Imperial commanders informs Vader that Luke's starfighter has arrived on Bespin. The Dark Lord orders Lando to take Leia, Chewbacca, and C-3PO to his Star Destroyer.
Hey, how did Lando know that Luke was on his way?
One of the Imperial commanders informs Vader that Luke's starfighter is on his way.
Before, I remember you mentioning
Luke because Lando
was
heard
on his way.
Darth Vader say something about Skywalker.
So he was reaching out through the Force. Yes, of course.
Wait, what? No, he probably just said it to someone, and Lando is nearby.
Well, I'm assuming Darth Vader reached out through the Force to find out Luke was on his way. Because there's no other way to find out.
Well, no, it says one of the
since his ship just arrived. His ship just arrived.
No, it says
like a long time ago, like probably like literally 10 minutes ago, we talked about Lando saying, "Hey guys, Luke's on his way."
Well, no, it says one of the Imperial commanders informs Vader that Luke's starfighter has arrived on Bespin. So like,
okay, just now you did. I know, just now you did say that.
No,
but I'm referring to a time before then.
Well. Anyway, so like,
fuck it.
It makes sense. So like, Darth Vader was torturing Han to draw Luke in, and that worked. Lando is concerned about Han's well-being. So Lando was probably talking to Darth Vader saying, "Hey, don't hurt Han." And Darth Vader's probably like, we're not gonna. We just want this dude named Skywalker. And Lando's like, okay, whatever. That's probably what happened.
Yes.
And then
yes, and the mere mention of Luke. I got you.
And so like Lando's like, okay, I don't care about that guy, fine. And then Lando mentioned that to Leia, the Skywalker thing, but then Leia's like, okay, hold up, I know Skywalker.
Yeah, definitely. I could definitely hear a shrill voice.
That's what happened.
Luke.
Yeah.
All
right.
That farm boy, what the hell? Yeah.
What the hell? The Dark Lord orders Lando to take Leia, Chewbacca, and C-3PO to a Star Destroyer. Basically canceling out on a deal he made with Calrissian. However, the Cloud City administrator has other plans. Oh yeah, so this is when Lando decides, like, we're actually gonna get out of here.
The deal is getting worse and worse all the time.
Yeah, because Lando did not originally make the deal to like take these people prisoner and stuff.
There's a robot chicken deal gets like worse and worse and worse. Like, pray I do not make the alter the deal again, you know. And he's like, they're gonna alter it again. It's gonna be much, much worse. But pray I did not alter it. It's like, how could it possibly be any worse than that last deal? Oh my lord. He's like, I'll show you. Just check it out.
Oh man. Okay. Okay, well, I think we should wrap this one up here. We still have quite a bit of ways to go.
Here, it's 1 minute and 2 seconds.
Oh, okay. Why are you sending it to me?
Hold on.
I have altered the deal. Pray I don't alter it.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
All right.
Any further.
This deal's getting worse all the time.
Furthermore, I wish you to wear this dress and bonnet.
This was never a condition of our
I have altered the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further.
This deal's getting worse all the time.
You're right.
I'm not writing no.
I have altered. Pray I don't alter it any further.
Getting worse all the time.
Wear these clown shoes and marry.
Oh, you man, I'm not doing it.
I have altered the. I don't alter it any further.
This deal is very fair, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Yeah. Right. He's like, I'm not gonna bitch anymore.
That's hilarious.
He's like, every time I fucking say this deal is too much, he's like, actually, you want to fucking say one more time? Say something else. Say something else.
Oh,
I very straight punk and Lando. Like in the fucking, it's just Boba Fett and some stormtroopers in the background. They're like laughing their ass off. He's like, I want you to wear this bonnet. Call yourself Nancy with these cloud shoes and this tricycle or fucking unicycle. I'm like, yes, this deal is fair, and I'm happy with it. Love it.
And okay, this has been Learn the Burner. I'm Garrett.
And there's no.
And we'll see you later. Bye.
Peace.